Et salut à tous, on se retrouve pour la suite de la grande saga, de la magnifique saga de Kingdom Hearts. On se retrouve du coup déjà sur le premier jeu de la saga que je fais sur ma chaîne YouTube, le premier jeu officiel. Parce que faut savoir que tous les jeux que j'ai fait dans la saga que j'ai fait sur ma chaîne YouTube, ce sont que des jeux sur émulateur. Et là, c'était le premier jeu que je fais, du coup, que je vais faire. En mode vrai jeu, enfin, en jeu officiel. Vous avez déjà vu celui-là dans l'opus Barba Sleep, que j'ai mis à la fin du let's play, du l'opus. Et après, il y aura du coup Kingdom Hearts Drop Distance HD. Mais là, on va d'abord faire Kingdom Hearts X Black Cover, qui est en fait juste des cinématiques. Voilà, c'est que des cinématiques. Alors, je sais pas du tout combien de temps ça va durer. Mais du coup, ça se passe avant Bubba Sleep. Voilà, let's go. Ah, je vais pas trop parler parce que sinon je risque de spoiler ce qu'on a fait déjà. Donc, faut savoir là, que je tourne à ce moment-là, je tourne. On a fini. On a déjà fait. Alors, on a déjà fait combien de puces déjà? On a fait. Attendez. Là. On a déjà fait 6 opus, il me semble. 6 opus. Donc là, c'est le 7ème. Mais du coup, le premier, quoi, on va dire. Alors, parti. Ne sans plus attendre. Let's go. Donc c'est Kingdom Hearts X Black Covers. Oui. Disney. Parfait. Et Square Enix. Unreal Engine. Parfait. Ah, c'est beaucoup plus quali, hein. Par rapport au jeu que je faisais avant. Qui est sur émulateur. On voit qu'on est sur sur de l'HD, hein. Sur le jeu officiel. Bah, voir, du coup. Il n'y a pas de jeu, donc voir. Choix des affichages avec des sous-titres avec. Mais là, ça c'est le jeu sur portable. Donc, Shining X. Donc, il me semble que ça se passe avant, ça encore. Ça se passe encore avant. Il me semble. Ça, c'était genre un peu une sorte de MMORPG. J'avais la flemme d'y jouer, donc ça se passe sur téléphone. C'était à l'époque où il y avait masse de maîtres de la Keyblade. De toute façon, là, ils disent pas ce qui se passe là en sous-titre là. 1000 fois c'est machin. Bah, non, je vais tout le temps le dire, mais est-ce que. Peut-être que je mettais un sous-titre. C'est fait. De toute façon, il n'y a pas de. Putain, mais Dago et Donald, ils étaient déjà là. Et en vrai, ils sont immortels, hein. Ils sont totalement immortels. En vrai, là, ces mondes-là, ils refont à l'infini les mondes. Les histoires. Ouais, peut-être que je le referai en vrai, hein. Peut-être que je le ferai. Ah, peut-être, hein. Il faut qu'ils ne tentent pas des masses en vrai, hein. Donc, ouais, donc là, ce qu'on va voir, c'est les personnes qui dirigent, enfin, les chefs, on va dire, du coup, de ces fameux maîtres de la Keyblade. Et là, c'est pour ça que du coup, que dans Baba Sleep, il y a eu une guerre des Keyblades, et que du coup, dans la nécropole des Keyblades, il y a un masse de Keyblades, enfin, de maîtres. Ah, en fait, c'est leur Keyblade à eux, en fait. Ah, voilà, là, vous voyez, on voyait la scène. Les gens se fritent. En gros, toutes leurs Keyblades, c'est les Keyblades du coup des maîtres qu'on voit de ce jeu. En gros, Shooting X, là, c'est vraiment le tout premier Kingdom Hearts. C'est un jeu téléphone, mais là, je sais pas trop comment le mettre sur PC, en display. Oula. Oh là là là. Oh la qualité visuelle. Ah, ça change tellement du coup de plus ce qu'on vient de faire là à l'instant. Ah, ça change
So that
tellement.
makes you the indisposable number 7.
Number 7.
Huh. Come on, it's simple. U6 plus me is 7. Wait, don't tell me I don't count.
No.
Oh là là, mais la qualité visuelle. Oh la qualité. Mais la qualité. Oh mais... C'est un ordre ça?
Here, take it.
In the master's playful and mischievous way, he gave his apprentice Lushu a very important role.
Mais c'est un apprenti.
What seemed like a simple task was the element that would connect all of the events to come.
Ça, c'est avec de Xehanort, ça? Du vieux Xehanort?
Long, long ago, all the worlds were still one.
Je parle de pratique que vous avez vu tous les displays que j'ai vus
This
précédemment.
would be called the Age of Fairy Tales. It all began here in Daybreak Town. The Master of Masters had an eye that gazes into the future.
Oh là là là. Comment c'est stylé!
Bestowed upon 5 of his 6 apprentices a copy of the Book of Prophecies, in which was written the events to
Du
come.
coup, l'organisation 13 existe depuis fort longtemps en vrai. Ça veut dire, quand même. Donc là, on est dans l'endroit du coup de Heracus, il me semble, non?
So, did you look through the book?
Yes. But I'm still analyzing it.
Wow, no quick skim for you, huh?
I just prefer to be thorough. Master, is what it says in the last passage true?
Oh yeah, that. Bummer, huh?
Yes.
By the way, if one day I suddenly disappear, I'm counting on you to keep the others calm, okay?
Huh? Disappear?
Vanish? Dim? Fade? I don't know how to explain it. It's just hypothetical talk.
Okay.
This world is full of light. It's a world comprised of many smaller worlds, all connected, stretching as far as the eye can see. One great light protects us all throughout this vast land. All worlds share one light, one fate.
I take it you're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, you're right on the money. People believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever. But if it were to disappear, the world would be enveloped in darkness.
I understand. That is why you granted us these Keyblades. With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, they're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
Huh?
The final passage reads, "On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire."
Isn't it our duty as Keyblade wielders to prevent this war from taking place?
Not possible.
What?
You really think you can change the future?
Then, what do you want us to do?
We have to focus on what comes after. There's no use thinking of ways to change events that we know are gonna happen.
But what about all of those who are here now? And the ones who will be here when the darkness finally comes? Are we to abandon all of them?
Come on. Are you telling me that you think the world can be saved by just 7 people?
We have to at least try. With enough Keyblade wielders, we could...
Well, if you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
Alrighty, good luck.
Je sais pas si ça pourrait être qui. La voix me dit rien. Ouais, ça c'est ça qui fait la nuit, ouais.
And so the reliable Era, who wore the mask of the unicorn, was given his role to take over for the master and to lead the others. Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake, was given her role to watch over the others with a fair eye. The fearless Aced, who wore the mask of the bear, was given his role to support their brand new leader, Era. The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox, was given her role to prepare exceptional Keyblade wielders for the world after. The cool-headed Gula, who wore the mask of the leopard, was given his role to uncover the mystery of the Book of Prophecies. Lushu, the first of the apprentices to be given their role, watched his companions from afar as they learned what it was that they were meant to do. Then, he disappeared.
Mais tu peux pas quitter Lucieux.
Not long after that, the master vanished, dimmed, and faded without a trace. This is where your story began. The story of your very own adventure. 5 of the Master's apprentices armed themselves with the Book of Prophecies. They each created a union. This would fulfill his wishes. Then, they set out to rally Keyblade wielders just like you. By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness, they would gather light.
There's a traitor among us.
Are you certain? What proof do you have?
I found this sniffing around.
Is that a dark Cherothy? Is that a nightmare? Master, did you make this? It's so cute!
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around here soon. But this spirit Cherothy is gonna make your lives much easier. Hopefully.
Spirit?
You could say they're like cats or dogs. And they'll be your loyal pets. Every wielder will have one of these adorable little guys at their side. They're here to help, so play nice.
Okay.
Oh, right. Before I forget. If a wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness, their adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
So you're telling us that if we see a nightmare...
Someone has fallen into darkness.
Exactly. And if you don't stop this renegade spirit, it'll plant darkness in the hearts of others. And you'll have an army of nightmares on your hands. Beware.
So, if we see one of these nightmares anywhere, we have to get rid of it on the spot.
No! I won't let you do that!
No wonder you ended up as the bear. You're scary.
Your point?
Maybe you can growl at them.
Ugh, don't insult me!
Come on, Hassad. You won't know if it works unless you try.
Please tell me you're joking. It's not me!
There's an easy way to solve this. If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
Unfortunately, there are countless wielders in our unions. It would be easy for any of us to summon a Chirithy that isn't a nightmare. I'm afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, in that case, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us? It could belong to anyone in our unions.
That's highly unlikely. Do you recall the tool the wielders were given in order to make them stronger? We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However, I believe those tools were the nightmare's doing.
The bangles. I know when they're equipped, they have the power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all agreed that was okay.
Collecting is fine, but using that power is the equivalent of using the power of darkness.
It's a brilliant plan. Everyone knows that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades. There's no way to tell.
Oh no. Everyone's already equipped their bangles.
So what now? How do we find out who's behind this?
Seeing as those bangles couldn't have been acquired by just anyone, I believe it's one of us here in this room.
No, Ira. I respectfully disagree. What proof do we have that the bangles are tied to the power of darkness, or if a nightmare is to blame? We shouldn't simply jump to conclusions.
Ira, some leader you are. You've managed to plant seeds of doubt in all of us with that speech. What, did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours? That was foolish.
Hassad, that's quite enough.
It looks to me like the Master made the wrong choice.
Wait, where do you think you're going?
I think we're done here. I trust you'll keep us all updated.
I hope we can all resolve this soon.
That didn't go as expected.
What's wrong, Ira? This isn't like you.
A lost page. Something's missing from our book of prophecies. Each of our copies were said to contain the events of the future. But this incident, well, it's nowhere to be found.
And how does this whole thing with the traitor tie together?
Like I said, it's nowhere to be found. In my book.
Ira, are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And the person with the complete book is the traitor?
There is something going on, and a page is suspiciously missing from the book. It's not so far-fetched to assume that the one who has the lost page has been turned, that they have fallen into the hands of darkness. Trust me.
There seems to be no record of it in my book either. You may be onto something. I wonder, could this have been the Master's plan all along? To grant the lost page to only one of us?
We have no way of knowing. The Master is gone.
I understand what you're saying. I promise to keep a close eye on the others. I will keep you informed, as always.
Thanks.
Of course. After all, that is what the Master asked of me. And Ira, may your heart be your guiding key.
So, to sum it up, I'll need you to observe the others. Easy breezy.
All right.
Like I said, Ira may have to take over for me. But don't be shy. Just be fair. And do not be afraid to speak up. Even though I say observe, you'll need to be the mediator. Make sure people get along.
I understand. But without you or Lushu, to form and maintain our own unions is... it's a little unnerving, to be honest.
Oh, come on. Lighten up a little. Maybe I'll never disappear. Wait. Do you want me to go?
What? No, of course not.
I was just kidding.
Oh, I see.
Look, I get that change can be hard for everyone, but things need to keep moving forward. And you need to keep up. Otherwise, you'll just get left behind, all alone. Now that you know what the future holds, Envy, what does your heart say? May your heart be your guiding key. I say it all the time. You ultimately need to do what your heart feels is right.
Right.
Et puis, quelques
I
jours
was
plus
wrong
tard,
about Ira. I thought he would make a great leader, but he let me down. Well, what do you two think? You don't believe what Ira said, do you?
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing. It's like Envy said. He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation. There's no evidence to tie his accusations to anyone, let alone one of us.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
I wouldn't call us comrades. Anyway, could you get to the point? I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
But alliances are forbidden, us said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this. So, we join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless. Ira won't change his mind. I know there's darkness at work. There's no question. But I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time trying to figure out who the traitor is. The darkness won't wait, and neither should we. We need to band together now and find a way to fight it.
Guess it makes sense.
I agree that we need to do something to fight the darkness. But combining our unions? That was strictly forbidden by the Master.
He's no longer here.
I'm in. But let's be clear. The alliance is just between the two of us right now. I don't want my union members involved.
Gula! I want to follow the Master's teachings.
Understood. That's your choice to make. You should do whatever you feel is right.
Yeah.
By the way, Ased, do Ira and Envy know?
I haven't talked to Ira about it for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
You wanted to see me? Gula, Ava, what are you doing here? What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out, Envy. I want an alliance among our unions. Gula here has already agreed. Will you join us? And together we can...
And disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice! Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The Master bestowed each of us with a different role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate, to maintain the balance of power. He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten. Perhaps It's you who has been tainted by darkness.
I'm tainted by darkness? Then what about you, Envy? You spy on us and report everything you see back to Era. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
Because that is my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything we say and do to Era.
That's...
For all we know, you and Era could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
That's enough.
Il y a du fight dans l'air là.